So let's understand what are CRUD operations. CRUD operations are used to either create, read, update, or delete. So these operations can be performed on a table level in SQL. So let's start by using the operations one by one. So first we will use the update operation. So in terms of update, we can either update our table schema and change the column data type or the column name, or we can update the table records and change or modify the table rows or any column record. So let's first try to update our column. So in our customer table, let's add another column called email. So for that, the syntax we have to use is alter table, customer table, and then we have to use add a column name and the data type of that column. So let's try to execute this statement. So it says command completed successfully. We can verify in our table this column now exists. So as you see, the new column has been created with null values because these rows already existed before. So when you create a new column within an existing table that has some data, it will make that column as null for the previous values. So let's try now to add some value to the email column and see how we can do it. So for that we have to use update keyword, update table, and then set email is equal to whatever email we want to set, where customer ID is equal to 1. That means it will only set the email for this customer. If we remove this where clause, it will set the email for all the records. So let's see first. One row affected, and if we see, only one row is affected. But if we only select this and click execute, it will affect all the rows of our table because we have not used now the customer ID where clause. So here we can verify. So now all the rows have been set with the email ID is equal to XYZ. This is how we use the update statement in our table. So let's try to insert a new record into our customer table. So for inserting a new record, how we can do is we have to write insert into the table. One more thing we can do is we can specify the column names. Which column name and the values that we are trying to insert, and let's insert the value. So if you can see one row has been affected, let's see our value. We can see one new record has been inserted into our customer table. What if we want to delete some rows? So for that we have to use a delete keyword, delete from our table name, where we have to specify which row we want to delete. So for example, we want to delete the customer ID 5. So if we hit execute, one row affected. So these are the CRUD operations we can perform on a SQL table. Thank you.